humor, but a lot of pride. Two of the most proud, most accomplished, most gifted wrestlers in AXW. Deppen fears legacy. Tony Deppen, not very last minute, had another commitment, could not make it tonight here. It was supposed to be Legacy Deppen too. I'm sure we're going to see that at some point. But we have found a very suitable replacement in the form of the blessed Casey Navarro. And the last time we saw this man, the last time we saw Sean Legacy, it was against Tony Deppen. But a broken finger in the middle of the match. Legacy was unable to, he tried his best to continue, but the pain was too much. He could not focus. He fell victim to a quick pin. But he is now 100%. And we are about to see a classic Carolina Gym
dream match.
Sean Legacy, one of the best and brightest in the state of Georgia. Casey Navarro has risen to the top. I remember seeing Casey for the first time about 4 years ago, and I was blown away. And he's only gotten better. Looks like Sean Legacy's got something to say.
Yeah. So at intermission, I was given this flower, and the young lady said, "Welcome back."
Sean Legacy was sorely missed this time off.
For those who don't know, the last time I was here, I dislocated both these fingers. Match had to be called. But Tony Deppen afterwards looked me in the eyes and said, "This is going to happen again." Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is not here.
It's off eating worms somewhere.
I wanted to kick his ass. I know you guys wanted to see me kick his ass. This guy has a sign saying, "Deppen fears legacy." So Deppen, I hope you watch this, because you just showed me and the AXW fans that you are a lying, pathetic coward. But as you can see, I am dressed, my fingers are healthy, so like John Cena would say, if you want some, come get some!
And his opponent, from Miami, Florida, he is the best of the best, Casey Navarro.
Casey Navarro, of course, making a huge name for himself lately. TNA, MLW, he has been all over the place, and he has been incredibly successful.
It's hard not to find him on your local TV.
It is becoming much, much, much harder to keep Casey Navarro our little secret. He was one of those best kept secrets in wrestling for a while, not anymore. And at this point, Sean Legacy is not going to be a well kept secret for very long. I cannot wait for this one. When I heard that Casey Navarro was going to be the replacement for Tony Deppen, it was one of those matches where you couldn't even think of it, but when it clicked in, when you heard what that match was, it's like, oh, that's going to be something.
We always say card subject to change, and AXW coming up with a great replacement for Tony Deppen.
Casey Navarro, maybe not quite the mat tactician of a Tony Deppen, but his athleticism. His athleticism is off the charts. It is a very different opponent. Sean Legacy had to make some last-second adjustments here. But Casey Navarro thought he was going to be in a four-way match when he came into the building tonight. So he is also having to make some last-minute adjustments here. And there you see that athleticism already on display. But that's the thing with Sean Legacy. He is a heavyweight that can wrestle just like a Super Junior. And the action so fast it's hard to call.
But the action speaks for itself.
It certainly does. Double stomp.
Big drop kick.
Drop kick to follow. And the force on that double stomp is unbelievable. That M. Bison takes him back to the days of Sick Nick Kondo. And now Legacy, basking in the moment, offering Casey Navarro a helping hand. Sportsmanship.
Respect.
Lots of mutual respect here. Casey Navarro taking some time to gel with the crowd, but there you see mutual respect. And for good reason. These are two of the very best doing it right now. Casey Navarro making sure that jaw's okay. Quick go behind. The quickness of somebody Legacy size is always amazing me. Every time I see him.
Keeps that side headlock cinched in.
Still very much in the feeling out process here. You're seeing a lot of athleticism, but nobody's going to want to go for anything too big here.
Both wrestlers respect each other, and they don't want to give an inch, and they're going to feel each other out, see who gets that first advantage.
A big part of that respect is a healthy sense of not wanting to be the first person to screw up because you know how much your opponent's going to capitalize. Magistral cradle there from Legacy. Stuffing the arm drag attempt. There's that power advantage from Sean Legacy and Casey Navarro.
Navarro giving him the eye, like, what are you doing?
I don't know what to do here. He's as quick as me and twice my size. But Navarro catching himself in the ropes. Casey Navarro has made a career out of beating people who are a lot bigger than he is.
Okay.
Perfectly timed there by Navarro. He was just waiting. Rope-a-doping Sean Legacy. And that is exactly what Casey Navarro is so good at doing. Pinpoint striking. Shotgun dropkick. The blessed of the best Casey Navarro. And now it's Legacy going, how did he do that? How in the world did he do that? He's too quick. Navarro going to take his time here.
The crowd behind Legacy, but I think the crowd still has a respect for Casey Navarro and what he can do as well.
They certainly do. Casey Navarro, they may have seen him on TV, but they have seen Sean Legacy do amazing things right here in Orangeburg, Pennsylvania. Now you have both these guys. That's exactly my sentiment. And Casey Navarro returning the same courtesy that Sean Legacy gave to him.
Oh!
No, he's not.
You spoke too soon there.
Sucker punch from Casey Navarro. And now we got to fight. Now we got to fight.
I think respect's out the window now.
It's all about getting that win. The stomping, the flight, the aerial athleticism of both these two, but especially Casey Navarro. Legacy now the one struggling to find an answer. And you gotta wonder, being back in that same ring where you suffered such a devastating injury, it's gotta have some sort of mental effect on you. But Legacy cannot, and looks like he is not, gonna worry about that vicious kicks. Standing moonsault, 1, 2, no, just 2.
Legacy showing that power and then doing a standing moonsault.
In parlance of sports, he is a 5-tool player. He has the power, he has the speed, he has the range, the athleticism, he has everything anything you want. If you were building a professional wrestler, you would build someone like Sean Legacy. Navarro had that well scouted, but Legacy able to counter and think in real time there. Reverses the Irish whip. And Navarro popping Legacy. Legacy, they can hit that post. Gotta watch, those fingers are surgically repaired. Sling blade connects for Navarro.
Goes for that quick cover.
Only gets the 2 though. Frustration already starting to set in. Saying, what happened? And now just the boots to the head. That is the insult to injury right there, and a chop from Navarro as well.
Hard chop in the corner.
Unloading. And it's amazing that Casey Navarro is the one that's slowing down the pace a little bit.
He rakes the back. That's going to leave a mark.
Vicious, vicious back rake from Casey Navarro. Taking a bow, perhaps a little prematurely. Oh, vicious chops.
Legacy with the receipts on those knife-edge chops.
Tattooing Casey Navarro. But the Irish whip is reversed. And an expertly placed drop kick there right to the jaw of Sean Legacy. Just gets a 2 though. Kick out with authority.
I think Navarro better start worried about his opponent, not what the fans are telling him.
He can't lose sight of the fact that Sean Legacy has built the reputation he has here in XW for a reason. He has stolen every show he has been on, and he has left the winner almost every time, the only exception being that injury against Tony Deppen. But this is where Casey Navarro is at his most comfortable. Frog Splash does not find the mark, but Navarro rolls out of it. And into a torture rack. No, Navarro out the back door. That would have been a knockout strike there. But Legacy with some more chops, but if that kick would have connected, that could have been the end. That would have taken us back to that kick from Notorious Mimi earlier tonight. Tilt-a-whirl press slam from Legacy. And Legacy now holding on for dear life, but uses that momentum to rocket himself right to the ribcage of Casey Navarro. And for a match that was put together last minute, Carolina Jim, these two have each other very well scouted. There have been some amazing counters and some amazing evasions so far.
Both wrestlers looking for that opening to take advantage of their opponent.
And now Sean Legacy perched up on that top rope, where Navarro is so dangerous.
We're going to see a superplex.
Not if Sean Legacy has anything to do with it. Grabbing onto that top rope, now firing shots to the ribs. Big forearm to the face takes Navarro off the ropes. And now it is Legacy. No, Navarro closing the distance. In no time flat, and yes, we do have a superplex. But Legacy countering. Unbelievable.
How did he do that?
Legacy digging deep into that reservoir, digging deep into that extra something that people like him, people like McQuay have, where yes, I'm hurting, yes, this is not going my way, but I'm going to do everything in my power to change the tide. Let's look at it again. Legacy taking a little bit too much time to get situated. Navarro comes back up, delivers the superplex, tries to roll through for a Three Amigos, but it's Legacy that gets the second one. And now we are back to live action. Back to this war. Big strike exchange here.
Big boot.
And a vicious German Casey Navarro tried to stand up, tried to weather the storm, but he could not. He could not. Diving back elbow connects for Sean Legacy. As does the forearm. Missile drop kick. And when Casey Navarro hit the ground, you could feel the floor here. And the Orwigsburg Veterans Memorial shake, quake with the impact. And AXW Nation registering their opinion. They are loving every minute of this one.
Can't disagree with the fans.
Cannot at all. This one is living up to the billing, and that billing was huge. And there you see that shotgun drop kick. Navarro popped up out of instinct and instinct alone, but somehow able to kick out at 2. Now Navarro hanging onto that top rope. Beautiful preservation, instinct. That's all that was. That was instinct. Navarro so comfortable on those edges of the ring. And such a quick striker. Charging in with that mafia kick. And that has put Sean Legacy exactly where he doesn't want to be. Flat in the middle. And KC ready to fly.
Big frog splash.
Great extension there, that D'Lo Brown style frog splash. Almost gets it done. And look, you can see the bruise on Sean Legacy's leg on that one angle we had there. The effects of this battle are already starting to show. And Navarro sizing up the situation, looking for the golden opportunity to strike. But the power of Sean Legacy. Are you kidding me?
That torture rack.
Unbelievable. And that will do it.
Here's your winner, Sean Legacy.
The fans showing their appreciation. What a victory by Sean Legacy.
Rightfully so. You just saw exactly what makes Sean Legacy Sean Legacy. The speed, the power, the counter wrestling ability. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. Casey Navarro would have put 99% of wrestlers away with this frog splash right here. Look at the extension.
D'Lo style frog splash, like you said.
Halfway across the ring, but only a 2 count. But then Sean Legacy, I don't even know how to describe this. The strength to not only get the fireman's carry, but to flip it around and then just toss Casey Navarro into that neck breaker that gets the 1, gets the 2, gets the 3. And now Sean Legacy, despite the heated exchange there, about the 4th of the way through the match, is going to offer that respect to Casey Navarro.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. That was awesome. And that was love. And I will not be pulling a Tony Deppen when I mean next time you're available up here, you and I, one more time.
Navarro Legacy 2 sounds pretty good to me.
Wait a minute. You're gonna do me? And then say you want it again, and I'm supposed to give it to you. So wait, hold on. So, yes, I may have been a little bit of an a-hole. Right or wrong? But we can't lie. My talent speaks for itself. I'm pretty blessed. I appreciate that because I'm TNA or shit and I wasn't blessed, so I actually appreciate that. You want to do this again? So basically you're saying you want me to come back. Well, I don't come back unless you I don't say this to many people, man. You're blessed, and it'd be an honor to do it again.
Respect earned.